God, you will realize God, you will become enlightened. But then the question really is, how do I get intense longing for God? That's the question. So M is so intelligent, sensitive. He asks that question first. Not how I will realize God. How can I fix my mind on God? He asks that question. That's the first question. Sri Ramakrishna's answer, 3 sentences. He covers the entire range of spiritual practice. Simple sentences. He says, sing the glories of God, take the names of God. Ishwara Nam Gun Gan Korbe. Bhakti Yoga, the path of bhakti. In one sentence. Then he says, Dhyan Korbe Mone Bone Kone. Meditate. Meditate how? Where? Meditate in your mind, meditate in a corner, meditate in the forest. Why? Which he means in a secluded location. You can't get you can get Central Park here, of course, but not very good for meditation. I tried it. It's actually easier to meditate in this hall here than in Central Park. There's something about the tanmatra, the underlying vibration there, though it's very beautiful. So meditate in the forest, meditate in or a secluded place or ashram, wherever in the mountains, and meditate in the mind. Meditate in a corner of your house, wherever you are. Basically, Raja Yoga, the path of meditation. He indicated it. And the third one is what interests us, what would make Gaudapada perk up his ears. He says, always do Viveka, the philosophical, spiritual discrimination. Viveka, we'll talk about this later on. Always do Viveka between the eternal and the non-eternal. And what you find to be non-eternal, temporary and transient, have Vairagya for it. Dispassion for it. Follow the eternal, give up the non-eternal. So 3 sentences. Bhakti Yoga, Raja Yoga, Jnana Yoga. You see the essence, he has indicated. And in such simple language, in the most ordinary Bengali, you'll think that I knew that. It is nothing very great about it. But he has given you just hold on to that, you will realize God. That's just enough. Exactly what M asked, that is the answer he has given. What is no mind? The yogi says no mind is samadhi, shutting down the mind. What does Gaudapada say? The next verse. The verse I just quoted was 3.31, 3rd chapter, 31st verse. Now 3rd chapter, 32nd verse. Next verse tells us what is Gaudapada's advice about no mind. Atma satyanubodhena na sankalpayate yada amanastam tadayati grahya bhave tadagraham. What does it mean? When you realize yourself, the Atman, as existence, consciousness, bliss, as Brahman, then the mind, there will be no more desiring, reaching out, grasping in the mind anymore. When the mind finds nothing out there to grasp, then it becomes a non-grasping mind, agraham. That is no mind. Then the mind becomes no mind. What does it mean? Let me repeat a story, but it's very relevant here. I have already told you the story, the Princess of Kashi. Many of you have heard it, but it's very relevant here. The story goes that there was a prince, there was a kingdom in ancient India where in the court a play was staged. And in the play, one of the roles was the role of a little girl who was the Princess of Kashi. Kashi, you know, Benares, that was a big city in ancient India. Now, they couldn't find a little girl to play the role, so the queen said the prince can be dressed up. The prince was a little boy at that time, 5 years old, so he can be dressed up as a girl, as a princess, and he can be the Princess of Kashi. So they dressed up the prince as a princess, and the play was staged. And the boy looked so cute, the queen said, make a painting. Today it would be so easy, just click, but selfie or something, but make a painting. And the court painter made a painting, a portrait of the boy dressed as the Princess of Kashi, and he titled it, named it The Princess of Kashi, dated it, and so on and so forth. 15 years passed. The prince was quite grown up, 20 years old now, doing all kinds of princely things. And then one day he was exploring the palace, and he goes into one of the old storage rooms underground, and he looks around old stuff, and he discovers this old painting, wipes the dust off it, and sees the Princess of Kashi, and says, "Oh, she's about my age, look at the date, so she must be as old as me." And he falls in love with her, and he says, "This is the princess I want to marry. Unless I marry this princess, I will never be happy in life again." A royal wedding, but he's shy, he can't tell his mother or his father, the king or the queen, and they notice something is wrong with their son, because he is moping and he doesn't seem to be interested in anything anymore. Finally, a wise minister goes and asks him, "What ails you, prince? You can confide in me." And the prince says, "Well, what can I tell you? I am in love." "Very good. Who is she?" "Oh, she's the Princess of Kashi." "Good, a princess. Perfect. That's very good. Where did you meet her?" "I haven't met her. I've seen her picture." "A picture? Very good. Where is the picture?" "Well, it's down there. It's I'll show you. It's an old picture. It was painted when she was 5 years old. The date says many years ago, 15 years ago. Then the minister says, "Wait a minute, old picture and the Princess of Kashi. Can you take me to that picture?" And the prince takes him down into that cellar and shows him the painting. And the minister sees that and tells the prince, "You need to sit down for this. That is not the Princess of Kashi. So whoever she is, I'll marry her." "No, prince, many years ago there was this drama staged, a play was staged in the court, and we needed to have a person who would play the Princess of Kashi, and we found you to be the perfect one to play the Princess of Kashi, so you are that thou art, Tattvamasi." And the prince sits down. And now what happens to the desire in the prince's mind? It is called in Sanskrit sankalpa. I want this. What happens to the desire? It disappears immediately. Why did it disappear? Because he could not fulfill it, because the Princess of Kashi, it does not exist apart from him. He alone is the Princess of Kashi and always has been. This idea of duality, something apart from him which is nice and which he wants, this led to the sankalpa in the mind. And that sankalpa, that desire, I want this. It could be the other way around also, something bad, I want to avoid this. I want to get this, I want to avoid this. Raga dvesha. This is at the root of samsara. His sankalpa disappeared immediately. Why did it disappear? Because duality, Advaita disappeared. There is no second thing, no person called Princess of Kashi apart from me. This is what the prince realized. Advaita, duality disappeared. The moment duality disappeared, sankalpa in the mind also disappeared. That there is something out there which I have to achieve or get. No, it is me. And when the sankalpa is gone, raga, dvesha, attraction, repulsion is gone, it is me alone. What is there in me to be gotten rid of, or what is there in me to be achieved? It's always there with me. I am myself. So when the duality goes, merges back into the non-dual self, the sankalpa, it's a very beautiful story actually, it applies so directly to this. He says, when the reality is understood, atma satyanubodhena, na sankalpayate yada, when one realizes the truth about oneself, that the Princess of Kashi is none other than me, then the mind does not do a sankalpa, that I want this. Why? Grahya bhave, because there is no separate reality to grasp. Tadagraham, the mind becomes non-grasping. This non-grasping, ever-free mind, he says, amanastam tadayati. This is no mind. This is no mind, and this is freedom. Look, the difference here is, the prince still has his eyes open. The yogi would have said, don't look at the Princess of Kashi. Keep your eyes closed. If you don't think about it, it will be all right. The non-dualist Advaitin says, keep your eyes open. experience the world as it is, but rooted in the knowledge of the self, that I am the non-dual self. This entire world shining forth. This world is your Princess of Kashi. This world, yes, this is your Princess of Kashi. The good and the bad, all of it is you. Not the slightest difference between you. By you I mean the real you. That's why Gaudapada first said, Atma Satyanubodhena. Once you realize the truth about yourself, after that, not as a body and mind, then everybody else is a body. If you are a body, everybody else is a body also. If you are a person, everybody else is a person also. If you are pure consciousness, then the entire world, you see, appears in you, the pure consciousness. Samsara disappears. You see, this is the important thing. Difference between the yogic approach and the Vedantic approach. The yogic approach seeks to free you by erasing samsara, shutting down samsara. It's like you're watching a movie, a horrifying movie. You've forgotten it's a movie, you're scared. What's the way to come out of being scared? The yogi will tell you, switch up the movie. The Vedantin is telling you, see that it's a movie. Then the most horrifying movie also, you'll enjoy it, you'll give Oscar award to it. The more horrifying, the more Oscar awards you'll give to it. Atma Satyanubodhena. Samsara goes away. One Swami said, very interestingly, that Advaita bhala vyavahar mitane ke liye nahi. Non-duality, Advaita, is not meant for wiping out your activities in this world or for destroying your life in this world. Oh no. Then what is an Advaita? What does it do? In Hindi he said, Advaita आपको व्यवहार में निर्बाध बना देता है. Makes you absolutely limitless and freeless and limitless and free. Limitless and free in your life. Right now we are limited. I am different from you. This is limit. My life is limited. I was born in such and such time. I'm going to die after some time. My capacities are limited. I'm a tiny being in the vastness of time and space. What Advaita does is, it shows you the entire vastness of time and space is nothing other than you. You are the infinite consciousness in which the entire universe appears. How does it do that? How does it do that? How can you see God with eyes open? Kabir, he says, Khule nain dekhu sahab ko. I shall see my Lord, my beloved Lord, with open eyes, not just in meditation, with open eyes. Sri Ramakrishna says, you can see God only with closed eyes. You cannot see God with open eyes. What kind of God it is? That if just closing the eyelids, then only God is there. If you open your eyelids, God goes away. It's a very weak kind of God. Can't you see God with open eyes? This seeing God with open eyes, which Sri Ramakrishna talks about, this seeing, Sahab ko dekho khule nayan, with open eyes do I behold my beloved. That is Kabir. Just by the way, next week on Friday at 7:30 to 8:30, we have a wonderful event. Prahlad Singh Tipania, if you look him up on YouTube, he's a new sensation, I think, in India, who sings Kabir bhajans. A very natural, very spiritual man. With his team, he's going to come here for 1 hour. He's going to perform, and there's going to be a professor she's from the Harvard Divinity School. She's going to help us with the translations and guide us through it. So, very wonderful event. Same Kabir. So how do we do that? The answer is, Gaudapada says, Viveka. What is Viveka? Look at the answer given by the yogi. The yogi says Samadhi. The Advaita, non-dualist, says Viveka. This spiritual discrimination, Sri Ramakrishna said, always discriminate, separate the eternal and the non-eternal. How do you do that? Gaudapada says, even the name Vivekananda, that comes from that, Viveka. Viveka is the peculiar method of non-dualism. There is a beautiful verse to Vivekananda, which goes this way. I salute that Viveki, the one who has Viveka. You see, the word Viveka is common in Indian languages, in Bengali or Hindi. There it means conscience. That which inside, the voice inside which tells us what is right and wrong. But there is a deeper philosophical, spiritual meaning to Viveka which you find in Vedanta. It is related. Conscience basically helps you to separate right from wrong. This separation, this philosophical separation in your understanding, in your grasping, that is done in Vedanta. What is Viveka in Vedanta? In that verse to Vivekananda it is said, Anitya Drishyeshu, in this spectacle of ever-changing, temporary, transient world in life, Anitya, all transient. Drishya means experienced objects, this experienced life. In the midst of this, while experiencing this, he was able to discern the eternal. Here itself, Anitya Drishyeshu Vivijya Nityam. He was able to separate Viveka. Separate how? Not physically, not with pincers or forceps. In your understanding, he was able to note, recognize in this very experience, in our experience of life, the eternal consciousness, existence, consciousness, bliss. How? You will ask. We want to know how to do that. I'm coming to that, don't worry. Wait just a minute, let me finish the translation of that verse. And having separated in his understanding, what did he do? Tasmin samadhatta. His mind became absolutely absorbed in that. Samadhista. Became absorbed in the non-dual reality. With great difficulty? With tremendous effort? No. Ihasma lilaya, like play, like child's play. Why is it so difficult for us, and why was it like child's play for Vivekananda? The next line says, Viveka Vairagya Vishuddha Chittam. The mind which is purified, prepared by Viveka, this philosophical insight, and Vairagya, dispassion. Go back to what Sri Ramakrishna said. Continuously discriminate between the eternal and the non-eternal and have Vairagya for the non-eternal. So that is where the shoe pinches for most of us. Even the understanding is not so difficult, but then letting go is a little difficult. Mentally again, letting go. So how do we do that? Where the name Vivekananda comes from. How do we practice this Vairagya? How do we see the eternal in this non-eternal? Gaudapada says, and that is the teaching of the Mandukya Upanishad. Look at our lives. Our day has these three experiences. The waking experience, the dream experience, and the deep sleep experience. What are we? Who am I? What am I? Am I this person who's sitting here or talking here? Am I the person who, when I fall asleep, maybe I'm walking in somewhere in Mumbai or in Delhi, in a dream? Am I that person? Or is it the blankness of deep sleep, knowing nothing, knowing neither myself nor the world? Am I that person? That experience? Gaudapada says, the Mandukya says, you are the one consciousness in which the waker and the waker's world appears, in which the dreamer and the dreamer's world appears, in which the deep sleeper and the deep sleeper's world, I won't say appears, does not appear, blank. You are one consciousness. You are not the waker. The good way of understanding this is our dream example. In our dreams, our mind, when we fall asleep, it constructs a world. And in your dream, you are there also, right? You are also there in your own dream. You don't think it's a dream. You think you are there and you are experiencing something. It's like waking. It's only when you wake up from the dream, that moment of waking up, what is your discernment? What is your understanding? What is your viveka? Oh, it was a dream. All of it, all the people I saw, all the places I went to, all the time that passed, all the events that happened, and most interestingly, even I myself in that dream, that body, that person in the dream, all of it was dreamt up by my mind. And I wake up saying, oh, it was just a dream. But note, all of it was your mind. You alone became the subject and the object. You alone became the good and the bad. You alone became pleasant and unpleasant experiences. You alone became time and space in your dream. Exactly like that in the waking also, not the mind. It is consciousness alone which appears as the waking experiencer, you the subject right now, what you think yourself to be, and your world, this world. Both of them are appearances in one consciousness which you really are. That one consciousness is apart from the waker, dreamer and deep sleeper. So the fourth, it's called the fourth Turiyam. First waker, second dreamer, third deep sleeper, fourth is the Turiyam. Is apart from it, but also underlying it, the ground of these three. Just like you, the waker, when you dream, you are apart from the dream person or the dream world, but you are the ground of that. Because of you, the dreamer and the dream person and the dream world appears. In the same way, you are the one consciousness apart from the waker, dreamer and deep sleeper, and yet in and through the waker, dreamer and deep sleeper. This is called Atma Anatma Viveka. Remember, what are we doing now? Viveka, discrimination. Atma Anatma Viveka. Self, non-self. Not nonsense, non-self. The discrimination between self and non-self. Atma Anatma Viveka. Note some three things about it. One is the one consciousness is neither born nor dies. It's the person in the dream or in the waking who is born and dies. The body is born and the body dies. People are born and die. Things are created and destroyed. Things in the dream or in the waking world are non-eternal, temporary. They're subject to birth and death. That consciousness is not subject to birth and death. Atma is nityam, eternal. Anatma, not self, anityam. This is viveka, nitya anitya viveka. Another thing note, even in this world right now, everything is changing, but the consciousness to which appears this changing world, that consciousness is not changing. Body is changing. Body, traditionally they say six-fold changes. Jayate, asti, vardhate, viparinamate, apakshiyate, nashyati. It is born, comes into existence, grows and develops, becomes mature, then begins to deteriorate in old age and finally dies. Six-fold changes. And all of them are noted by the same unchanging consciousness. Consciousness, the Atma, the self, non-changing. Everything else in the world, whether it's waking world or dream world, changing. Deep sleep world, in the deep sleep no change is noted, but the deep sleep state itself changes into the waking and dreaming. So, Atma, nirvikara. Nirvikara means unchanging. Anatma, savikara. It changes. Whether it's the waking world, dream world or deep sleep. Note one more thing. Another point. This is the deeper point. The Turiyam, the pure consciousness, and the waker, dreamer, deep sleeper, are they different? They're actually not different. You, the person in your dream, and you, the person who's dreaming, are the two of you different? No. You, the dreamer, when you are sleeping in your bed and dreaming, you yourself have become the person in your dream, right? That person in the dream is not different from you. You exist without that person in the dream. Because you were there before the dream started, you are there when the dream is there because you are dreaming it, and you will be there when the dream ends, when you wake up. But that person in the dream cannot exist without you. As long as you dream, you, the person in the dream, you will be there. When you do not dream, that person is not there anymore. So, what is the point here? Atma satyam anatma mithya. Very important point. You, the pure consciousness, the witness consciousness, you are the reality, and the waker, dreamer, deep sleeper are the appearances. Just as the person in your dream is your appearance in the dream. Like a role an actor plays on stage. So, all of this, the waker, dreamer and deep sleeper, and the waker's world, Dreamer's world and the deep sleep darkness, they are all appearances of you, the one consciousness. That one consciousness, the Atma, Satyam, it is the truth, it is the reality. The rest, the other three are appearances. Shankaracharya, in his invocatory verses on the commentary to Mandukya Upanishad, he says, Maya Sankhya Turiyam, a very evocative phrase. The real Atman, Satchidananda, you are called the fourth only when you count through Maya. When you count 1, 2, 3, these three steps you count are false. They are not really there. Only with respect to waker, dreamer, deep sleeper are you the fourth. But really speaking, you are the one. Those three are your appearances. Atma Satyam, Anatma Mithya. The self is real. The non-self is an appearance. Put it all together. Atma Anatma Viveka. Number one. Atma is Nityam, eternal, and the Anatma is non-eternal. Number two. Number three is Atma is unchanging, Anatma ever-changing. Number four is that Atma is Satyam, Anatma Mithya. Put them all together, what you will get is this. If the Anatma is Mithya, can you really count it? It's like an example I gave. If I eat a cookie and then I like it, and at night I dream about eating 3 more cookies. In the morning, will I say I've eaten 4 cookies? I can't say that. I cannot count the dream cookies. It works the other way also. You earn a lot of money, you get a lot of money in your dream and win the lottery, and you're counting the dollar bills. That counting is of no good when you wake up. You can't take that money to the bank. No. But you don't have to pay taxes on it also. That's also there. So, you cannot count the false along with the real. You cannot count the appearance along with the reality. The two cannot be counted together. I give the example of the ornaments made of gold. So a necklace or a bangle or a ring made of gold, and gold itself. So if there are 3 ornaments and then somebody mentions gold, so does it become 4? No. Gold is the one reality and the 3 are appearances of that one reality. You cannot count the 3 ornaments along with gold, because gold is the reality of those 3 ornaments. If you cannot count waker, dreamer and deep sleeper and their universes along with the Turiyam, then Turiyam becomes one without a second. Ekam eva dvitiyam. One without a second. Without a second, if you put it in Sanskrit, it means Advaita. Without a second, if you put it in Sanskrit, it means Advaita. So you are Advaita. When you realize this, amanastam tadayati, the mind becomes without sankal, it becomes no mind. It still works. You can see the world. You can experience the world. You can use the mind. You can do everything. But like the princess of Kashi, you know it's not a separate reality out there which I have to chase or I have to be afraid of. You become fearless. You attain to fearlessness. Fearlessness is in fact the sign of enlightenment. When Janaka attained enlightenment, his guru told him, Abhayam vai praptosi Janaka. He didn't say you have become enlightened. He said you have become fearless. You become fearless. So, this is the meaning of no mind. This no mind does not force you to sit in meditation. You can sit in meditation. In fact, if you concentrate deeply upon this Turiyam, the self, the mind will go into samadhi. So samadhi is not excluded from Gaudapada's definition of no mind. It is there. But